So we're having problems with this ground fault receptacle and it's behind the sink. And if you can see real close, the reset button is broken. So I have this lamp plugged into it and it's turned on and there's no power. This also feeds another one right there. It has no power in it as well. So we're going to change it out. We've got a new one here. It's a different style. But one thing you have to know is just because there's no power there doesn't mean there isn't power on that receptacle. And I'll show you what I mean here in just a minute. Okay, we got to pull it out of the wall very carefully, and we're going to put a tester on the load side. So just real quick, I want to show you, these have a line side and a load side. And what that means is the power from the panel comes in to the line side, and whatever it's feeding goes to the load side. So in this situation, the line side is the bottom one and the load side is the top one. So the bottom one should be hot and the top one is not hot because this thing has given up. So let's put a tester on that just to make sure. Okay, so what we're going to use, this is a inexpensive little tester that I got from Harbor Freight. So what you want to do is set this on the little squiggly line with the V, which is volts, AC voltage. This is DC voltage, AC voltage. We want to be on AC voltage. So this is only about 10, 15 bucks at Harbor Freight. So we're just going to double check this to see if it's hot. All right. And the bottom, all right, look at the tester there. See, it's 122 volts. So it's got voltage on this, but there's nothing coming out of either one of them. So I'm going to go turn the breaker off. Okay, so we got the breaker turned off and we tested it. And something I've noticed is this brand of receptacle, the line side's on the bottom, and on the one I'm replacing it with, the line side's on the top. This is the line, this is the load. So the power has to come into the top of this one. So it's the opposite of this one. That's one important thing you need to know when you're replacing a receptacle. Okay, so we've identified that this one was the line side, and you got to keep the neutral. So that's the neutral for the line. And this is the load side. So that neutral goes with that one. Of course, that's the ground. So when you're hooking this up, just remember, silver screw is the neutral. The gold screw is the hot, and the green screw is the ground. Okay, so we got the ground reconnected. So this one was the line side, so it goes in here. And these are back wire. So you just push them in through the back like that. So the load side usually has a piece of tape over it. So you pull that off if you're feeding another receptacle. And we determined that this was the load side, and same thing. This is the white screw, so you would use the neutral on the white screw. Push it in from the back. Make sure they're snug. All right, so then we turn this around. All right, this one is the line, so it's the top one on this side. And this one's the load. All right, and that's it. We just have to get it back into this box. Get your screws lined up. Not too tight. All right, before we cover it up, we're going to test it. Okay, we have the breaker turned on, and we're going to plug in the light. All right, we got the light working. Let's hit the reset. Trip. Reset. Okay, let's check the other receptacle. And there's the other receptacle. Appreciate you watching.